Missing us this evening. All right. Okay. So welcome, you guys. We are here for essential skincare. And as you guys saw, I dropped in the chat already. So what are some things you love about the skin you're in? And, I just want to encourage you guys to think about it in those terms, right? Because I think as women, it's so easy for us to go to a really negative place around, I want to change this and I want to improve this and this and this and this and all of the things. We're going to talk about all kinds of different products and oils and things that we can be using to target some of the things we want to improve. But I think it's also important that, from a self-care and self-love perspective, that we recognize that there are some really amazing things about the skin that we are in. So let's go through. So what we're going to start with tonight is we're going to talk through some common skin issues and products that you can use for those common skin issues. And then I'm going to dig into a little bit more about the products that doTERRA has available. We'll talk through some of the skincare lines there are. And I will say, just up front, you guys, I will say, I don't know if you guys have been on the site recently, but there are a lot of unavailable products as it relates to skincare right now. So the timing of this is a little bit dicey for us to be having this class, but I am going to talk you through some DIY options as well. So for anybody who is interested in kind of making some of their own like skin serums or things like that, we're going to talk about some of those options as well. And I do have all of these slides saved, you guys. So if you'd like the PDF, I'm happy to send it to you. And then at the end of class, I do have an ebook that I will, I'll send everybody. I'll just create a little Facebook messenger and I'll just drop the link for all of you guys in that. So let's get started. So our first common skin issue is redness. So there are many people that will deal with this throughout their lifetime. And redness comes from a variety of things, but most often it's rooted in inflammation. So the recommended products that we would talk about to address this would be, oh, something's going funky with our screen here. Hold on. There we go. Okay. I'm just going to move us over, would be Yarrow Pom, Correct-X, frankincense, and helichrysum. And you guys know we had a great conversation about helichrysum last week. If you were on, Jess shared some great information, or Jess or Monica? Monica, you shared because you had the bee sting, right? So Monica had shared some great information about helichrysum and how awesome it is. So when we think about helichrysum as it relates to skincare issues, it's often used to prevent signs of aging, and it's actually referred to as the everlasting flower because of its rejuvenating benefits for the skin and its ability to improve the complexion. So definitely something as we are thinking about skincare. Helps to reduce the appearance of blemishes and promotes glowing, youthful skin. For me, I will tell you guys, I haven't used helichrysum specifically in skincare, but I have used it for first aid. So as we talked about it last week, that's definitely something that I keep helichrysum around for sure. Yarrow Pom is another one. We'll talk about Yarrow Pom a couple of times tonight. This is absolutely one of my favorite products when we think about skincare. The Yarrow Pom collection came out, doTERRA released it, I think 2 years ago at convention. It is a blend of yarrow essential oil and cold pressed pomegranate seed oil. And it really does take sort of an inside out approach to aging, vitality, overall wellness, and it really does provide that healthy glow. And if you guys remember back to when we talked about nutrition and supplements, we talked about the Yarrow Pom complex, which is the supplement that you can take with Yarrow Pom. And we talked a little bit about the melon extract that is in that. And so just to remind you guys, this melon extract, there were European researchers and scientists that had done a bunch of work on looking at 2 different kinds of melons that they had located and found. And what they realized was that the one set of melons was not aging the same as the other one. And so they did a lot of research on it. There was a lot of tests and things done on it. And ultimately it came back that this melon extract was what was keeping these melons fresher for longer. So you know, my joke is like, I want to be fresher for longer. So I'm all about the Yarrow Balm complex. So I take that capsule every night. It's part of my nighttime routine. But the actual Yarrow Palm oil I love. And so I use it multiple ways. One of the ways that one of my favorite ways, honestly, to use it is just straight out of the bottle. It's blue in color. So if you've never used it before, it has this amazing bright blue Smurf color. I know when it first came out, people were posting photos of themselves with like the blue face with the oil on their face. It's amazing. So if you've washed your face and you've used a toner, you can literally just use the Yarrow Palm oil. And what I do is I just do like a little dribble across the forehead, across the cheeks, and then I will rub it in. And I have a rose quartz roller. So I will use the rose quartz roller to blend it in and to roll it over my skin. So that's definitely something, if you're thinking about different products, something like a rose quartz roller or a microfilm roller. Those are two great tools that you can kind of add to your collection. Hi, Margie.
Hi, sorry I'm late.
That's okay. How are you?
I'm good. I had a bit of trouble getting connected, but I'm good now.
You're good now? Awesome. Okay, good. All right. So we just got started, Margie. You didn't miss much. We're talking about redness. So the next oil is frankincense. And frankincense, you know, when in doubt, use frankincense, right? We talk about frankincense with everything, but it really does have this soothing, beautifying property that can really help to support rejuvenating skin and to reduce, again, the signs of any imperfections when you apply it topically. An easy way to use frankincense in your skincare routine, and if you started with just a basic starter kit like the Healthy Start Kit or any of those, take your frankincense, and if you already have a moisturizer that you're loving and that you're using, take your moisturizer, whatever amount that you use, put it in the palm of your hand, add a drop of your frankincense to it, and then rub it into your face. You're going to get all of the benefits of the moisturizer that you're already loving, but then you're also going to be able to use the frankincense, which is amazing. So that is redness. So now the next one is scars. So this one comes up quite frequently for people. So scars usually fade, and I'm gonna minimize this here, you guys, so that you guys can see. I don't know if you guys see it differently than I see it, but we're blocking the screen today. I think these are bigger slides. Okay, so scars. So scars usually fade over time. However, most desire to minimize the color and size, right? So if you've ever experienced any sort of scars on your skin, whether it was from, you know, maybe a fall or a tumble you took or a surgery perhaps, right? Scars are part of the healing process, but oftentimes people will look to want to speed that process up. And so the oils that you can consider for that would be geranium, Yarrow Palm, frankincense touch, and neroli. So we just talked about Yarrow Palm, beautiful for the skin. Frankincense we just talked about, so the frankincense touch roller, so something you can literally just be rolling on, which is amazing. And then geranium is a new one. So geranium essential oil promotes healthy, glowing skin. It's actually excellent for your hair as well. So you can add a drop of it to your shampoo and you can be using it in your hair. It has a very sweet and floral aroma. I will tell you guys, for me personally, I like the florals, but to a certain degree. And I do find geranium is a very strong aroma. It has a very strong scent for me. So oftentimes when I'm using geranium in a DIY or in a recipe, I'll cut it because I find the scent is a little bit strong for me personally. It's been used over the years in aromatherapy for steam facials for beautifying skin. So if you've ever done a steam facial where you just a bowl of hot water, you can put a drop of the essential oil, so a drop of the geranium in the water, mix it, and then a towel over your head. Don't come down too close because obviously you don't want to be burning your skin, but you can be doing that kind of steam facial. You can also be adding geranium to your moisturizer, the same as we talked about with frankincense. And then there's a beautiful serum that we're going to talk about in a minute that includes geranium and frankincense. So we'll talk about that. I'll share with you guys that recipe because it is one of my favorites from a skincare perspective. And then the other one is neroli. So neroli is I don't necessarily think a common oil that people know about or that they talk about. We talked about it here in doTERRA and certainly in this group quite a bit at the beginning of I guess the end of spring, beginning of summer, because neroli was actually part of the April BOGOs when doTERRA did BOGO. And so a lot of people, that was kind of their first interaction with neroli and with the neroli touch. And so it comes from the flower of the bitter orange tree. And it can be used to smooth skin and reduce the appearance of blemishes. So that's really where neroli comes in. I know that there are several people in our group who absolutely adore neroli and swear by it. So definitely something to consider. The next one is breakouts. So breakouts are often associated with food sensitivities, hormones, or bacteria. So recommended products to consider in this instance would be tea tree, HD Clear, or the Rose Touch Roller. So now for me personally, I have tea tree in the touch roller. I love to have, it's one of the oils that I keep right on the counter in our bathroom for both my son, if he's having any sort of breakout issues, or for myself. It's a really easy way with the touch roller that you can just roll it right on. And remember, with any of these oils, to apply them topically, you can be making your own rollers. So you just need a 10 ml roller, your essential oil, and then a carrier oil. You can use fractionated coconut oil. And then certainly when you're thinking about any kind of serums and things like that, you might want to consider something like a jojoba oil or a rosehip seed oil. Something like that might be great. So HD Clear. So the HD Clear collection is something that doTERRA, it has a full collection. There's a roller. You'll see the touch roller here in the photo on the slide. There's also a cleanser and a moisturizer that you can get in this collection. The oil itself is a blend, and it includes black cumin seed, hoe wood, melaleuca, so that's tea tree, lychee berry, eucalyptus, and geranium, which we just talked about geranium. And HD Clear is really all about promoting a clear complexion. It helps to reduce breakouts and helps keep skin clean, clear, and hydrated. So really important. And I know one of the things that a lot of people have been struggling with recently, obviously, is that we're wearing masks, right? If you are, if you're out working full time right now, or, even if you're out and about, part-time, you're wearing a mask while you're out in public most often, right? And so those that are wearing masks pretty consistently, I know, our frontline workers and certainly people in retail, I've had a lot of conversations with, if they're having to wear a mask 3-4 hours at a time, they're dealing with breakouts. And the reason that that's happening, honestly, is that under our masks, we're getting a lot of moisture. We're getting a lot of buildup of sweat. And so that sweat and oil on the skin is clogging the pores. And so when it's clogging the pores, it's leading to breakouts. So one of the things that I wanted to share with you guys is really that as we go into this new normal, right, we're returning into the world, kids are going back to school, people have returned to work, but masks is part of our new normal. I think as women, one of the things that we really need to consider and embrace is how much makeup we're wearing and where are we wearing our makeup. Because the reality is that if you're wearing a heavy foundation, you're already blocking your pores, and wearing a mask over top of it is only going to exacerbate that situation. So my recommendation to anyone who is having to wear a mask quite often, if you're dealing with any kind of breakouts or sensitivity in your skin, try washing your face before and after you wear a mask, right? That's always a good first start. I would use a light moisturizer to really create that protective barrier on your skin. Skip the makeup. Let's get really good, ladies, at like our makeup from kind of like the cheeks up, right? Let's rock the eye makeup if we need to, get a really great mascara, figure out how to do the smoky eye and all the cool things. But really, let's try and, take down the foundation and things like that so that we're not clogging up the skin. And then in those situations where you do need to address breakouts, you can certainly be using tea tree, as we talked about, HD Clear. Frankincense is also a great option here as well. And then rose. So you'll see here the Rose Touch oil. The Rose Touch roller really helps to balance the moisture levels in the skin. It helps to reduce the appearance of skin imperfections. and promotes an even skin tone. So this is also a great one for anybody who's dealing with any level of redness as well, because Rose Touch will help to promote those even skin tones. So our next one is brown spots. So brown spots are caused by sun exposure, aging, and other hormone pigmentations. And so the oils recommended for these would be frankincense, black spruce, sandalwood, and lavender. So lavender, we know, we love, we talk about lavender all the time. It's high in linalool. It's calming and soothing to the skin. So really beautiful for any kind of skin care. We talked about frankincense already. Black spruce, one of the fun facts about black spruce is it is sourced from Canada. It's actually sourced from Quebec. So it's one of our Canadian oils. And it's been used for centuries by Indigenous people to help to promote skin health. And I'll tell you, my husband loves black spruce. My husband actually makes all of our body soaps and all of our soaps in our home. And he uses black spruce quite frequently in it. He absolutely loves it. And I love the scent of it. It's a really beautiful oil. And then the other one is Hawaiian sandalwood. So sandalwood is very soothing and beneficial to the skin. It's a really sought after essential oil for body care and skincare products. It's suggested to help the appearance of skin imperfections. And a bonus when you're using sandalwood is it actually helps to balance your emotions as well. So I love any oil that's going to give us multiple benefits. So we can be using Hawaiian sandalwood for our skincare, but also be using it to balance our emotions, which I love. All right, the next one is aging, and this one obviously comes up quite often for women. So aging is evident by fine lines, wrinkles, loose skin. Victoria called it out. She's thrilled that she doesn't have to deal with the wrinkle situation. So keep great care of your skin, Victoria, so that doesn't become an issue for you. The goal is to age more gracefully using natural products and to support the process. The reality is that we will all age, and I hope that we all live a very long and healthy life. And so we want to support our healthy life and our long life with these natural products. And so from an aging perspective, thinking about frankincense again, you guys can see there's some oils that are pretty standard that are coming up across the skincare line. Neroli again is coming up here, and then two other ones is Immortelle, which is a proprietary blend from doTERRA, and then Myrrh. So Immortelle, this is one of the most expensive oil blends or rollers that doTERRA produces. It includes frankincense resin, Hawaiian sandalwood, lavender, myrrh, helichrysum, and rose flower essential oil. So anything that has rose in it is going to come up on the pricey end for sure. Immortelle Anti-Aging Blend is formulated to support and nourish the skin while helping to reduce contributing factors to the appearance of aging. So Immortelle is a beautiful roller. I will say, you guys, I have this roller. I picked it up a couple of months ago. It came up on an LRP promotion. I think it was like if you had a 200 PV, you got the Immortelle for free. So I definitely scooped it up because I wanted to pick it up for free. It's always great when you can get these kind of oils for free. I haven't made it a consistent part of my skincare routine yet. I think it's something that I kind of need to work into my routine. I don't know about you guys, but I kind of get into this routine and then it's just sort of clockwork, right? You kind of do the same thing all the time. But I do recommend sort of mixing it up once in a while. You can really see how your skin responds to it. So Immortelle is one of those oils that I need to start to make use of a little bit more. And then myrrh. So myrrh is really renowned for its cleansing properties. You can add it to your lotion and your moisturizer, and it will help to reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. So then, and I'm just going to move us up to the top here. Okay, so the next one is really thinking about beauty from the inside out. And you guys know we don't go through a continuing education class when I don't talk about lifelong vitality, but lifelong vitality really is foundational to our health and wellness. Our skin is a reflection of 80% of what is going on inside our bodies. So oftentimes when people are dealing with significant skin issues, and there's multiple out there. Often when they dig into the root cause, that root cause is coming from their gut and is coming from their insides, and it's just being expressed out through the skin. So there's many different skin nutrients that are found in the Lifelong Vitality Complex. And as you guys know, it includes these 3 products: the Microplex VMZ, the Z Omegas, and then the Alpha CRS. But this is a really great sort of a baseline, and then sort of building up from there. So if you are somebody who's dealing with any sort of significant skin issues, my recommendation might be to do the 30-day challenge with the Lifelong Vitality. Start there, start that process from the inside out, and then start to address things topically on your skin. The other items that you can add to your routine, and this is again treating our bodies from the inside out, are Yarrow Palm, which I talked about the Yarrow Palm complex just a minute ago. This is grapeseed and vitamin C, which are great for they're essential for collagen production, which is so important for healthy skin. And then the melon extract, which I talked about, which enhances that glowing skin. Terrazyme is another one. This is doTERRA's digestive enzyme, which we've talked about before. And it really just supports the proper elimination of, food and byproducts in your body. So as you are eating, maybe it's a heavily processed meal and things like that, Terrazyme really breaks that down and helps you to digest that product and really helps you to eliminate the things that you don't need. And it's when those things are remaining in your body that the bacteria in your gut, the healthy bacteria in your gut, can become compromised. And that's really where we start to see issues arise, whether it's through illness or skin issues, that sort of thing. So Terrazyme can really help to support and calm that angry red skin that you might be familiar with if you know anybody that's dealing with any kind of eczema. And then a couple of other call outs that I have. The next one is PB Assist. So this is doTERRA's probiotic. It includes a pre and probiotic. It has 6 billion CFUs in it. It really is to balance the bacteria in your gut for optimal health and really does soothe that gut inflammation. And then again, it wouldn't be a class with Steph if I didn't talk about water. So really drinking at least half of our body weight in ounces of water every day, using those essential oils to boost the flavor of your water, if that helps you to encourage you drinking more water. Think about adding lemon. Lemon has beautiful cleansing properties. It adds great flavor to your oil. I always do a mug of warm water with a drop of lemon oil first thing in the morning before I have my coffee or anything. Great for the digestion and great for cleansing. You can also use grapefruit. Grapefruit is excellent to add to your water, and it has some beautiful detoxification benefits, and the taste is amazing. So if you've ever tried grapefruit in your water, it's amazing. It's one of my favorites. So I'm going to share with you the skincare collections that doTERRA has available. As I said at the beginning of the call, it's a tough time for us to be going through this class specifically because doTERRA's skincare collections are at sort of an odd inventory point, and I don't have a good reason of why that is. I don't know if it's, a relation of, COVID and we're coming out of all of that, or if there were production issues or such. But you will see that there are some products that are available only for existing LRPs, some that are available, and then some that are out of stock. We are hopeful that that's all going to be sorted really, really soon, but I'll take you through it. So this is the complete essential skincare. This is the skincare collection that is ideal for any age. It includes a hydrating cream, a tightening serum. There's a facial cleanser, a scrub, a toner. Personally, I love the cleanser in this collection. I love the scrub in this collection. And then there's the anti-aging moisturizer, which is the one that I use on a daily basis. So love this. This is a great collection to kind of start out with. The next one is Virage, and people who have used the Virage skincare collection absolutely adore it. I have customers that are addicted to it, who are messaging me on a regular basis now of like, why can't I get my hands on it? It is available. I checked this morning. It's actually available through the US warehouse right now, but it's just not available through the Canada warehouse. So I think it's probably just a shipping issue. Trying to get it into the Canada warehouse. But it includes a moisturizer, a cleanser, a toner, and then there is this beautiful serum. The one thing that I will say is that if you are considering the Virage collection or even the Essential collection, When they're back in stock completely, you can actually purchase them as a collection, and you get it at a far reduced price when you purchase them all the products together as a collection. So, you know, as you're picking and choosing right now, sort of the one-ofs that are available, that's great. It kind of meets our needs in the short term, but definitely keep an eye on the inventory if it's something you're interested in, because purchasing it in the collection does give you that additional discount, which, you know, I always want to get you guys your value for your money for sure. And then the next one is the HD Clear Facial Kit. So this is the one I talked about, that if you're dealing with any kind of skin breakouts or issues right now, this is an excellent one for teenagers who are going through hormone changes and dealing with all of that, you know, acne and breakouts that comes through those hormone changes. And the reality is that's not just for teenagers, right? It carries through for many of us for many, many years. So this is a great collection for that. And again, it comes with a cleanser, a roller, a touch roller, so you can really target specific areas on your skin, as well as a lotion. And I will tell you guys, my son uses this one. It's taken us a few months to kind of get him into a good routine of using it, but we have seen some really great improvements with his skin. So we've used a combination of, he takes the Lifelong Vitality every morning, and then he's also using this collection. So it's done a really great job on his skin. So a recommendation, if you're thinking about your LRP as we head into a new month, and, you know, again, kind of tight as I put this, this is a picture that I had chosen a while back when I did this last session, and these products are not necessarily available, but it gives you an idea. You know, Lifelong Vitality plus the Essential Skincare Collection, that would be 131 PV if you were putting that into your order. That would qualify you for the free product of the month, which this month it's white grapefruit. And white grapefruit is also actually a great oil for skincare. So it kind of blends into what we're talking about right now. So if you are placing those LRP orders, you're looking to get to 125, white grapefruit is going to be the free oil of the month that you're going to get. So I want to share with you guys, and I'm just going to minimize us here a little bit. So you guys all should have by now this supernatural recipe guide. You would have got it in your welcome email if you enrolled with me. If you don't have a copy of this, please let me know. I'm happy to send a link out to you. But in this guide, there are some fabulous DIYs and recipes for skin, and specifically for face. And so on page 19 of the guide, I literally just took a snapshot of the guide, and it's here. And one of my favorites is at the top here. So this is the glowing skin oil. So it includes blue tansy, lavender, geranium, frankincense, and then you use jojoba oil and rosehip, or you can do a combination of jojoba and rosehip oil. Now, I will tell you guys, I have made this many, many times. I have a friend of mine who's absolutely obsessed with it. I make it for her on a regular basis, and I don't have blue tansy in my collection. So in my case, what I did was I just swapped out the blue tansy for Yarrow Palm, and I put Yarrow Palm in it instead. So I just did the 20 drops of Yarrow Palm. You could also make this in a 10 ml roller. So just reduce the amount of drops by half, and you could make it in a roller, and then it would be really easy to apply topically. One thing that's also great for skincare, and I mentioned this at the beginning, would be like a rose quartz roller or a jade roller. And then if you've ever tried a derma roller, there are these micro derma rollers that are available in the market right now. I have one. I got it a few weeks ago. I've just started using it. I will say, you guys, if you haven't tried one before, light pressure is the best things to start off with. If you put too much pressure on that, you're going to do a lot of damage on your skin. So you really want to go really slowly and really lightly if you're using one of those microderma rollers. So there's a few different options here. The one thing I also want to call out that's really important is one of the issues that we run into with our skin, if you're having any sort of breakouts or that kind of thing, can come from bacteria that you're transferring from your makeup brushes. So do make sure that you are cleaning your makeup brushes on a regular basis. And you can see here in the bottom corner, there's a makeup brush soak that you can make. You can use a teaspoon of On Guard cleaning concentrate. If you don't have the On Guard cleaning concentrate, you could use a Castile soap. That would be easy. And then just add 3 drops of geranium or Purify to a cup of warm water, soak the brushes for 15 minutes, and then rinse them and allow them to dry. And you should be doing that on a regular basis, because if you're consistently using those brushes every day, you are going to start to transfer bacteria, and that's where you're going to start to see issues with your skin. So you guys, that's like, it's a super fast one tonight with skincare. But we are now, and I'll come back and I'll bring us back. I'll see if anybody has any questions, but we have now completed 5 of our 8 classes, which is amazing. I can't believe we're already 5 weeks in. I know, Margie, right? Like 5 weeks in, I can't even believe it. But I wanted to remind you guys that there are perks to coming to this class. It's not just about learning and listening to me, but there's also a gift involved. So I really hope that you guys are keeping track of all of the classes that you have attended. Once you've attended all 8 classes, we will do, at the end, we'll do a little graduation. You'll receive a certificate, and you'll also be receiving a fabulous free gift from me. So hang tight for that. It does give you a reason to come to this class every week, and hopefully there's lots of really great learnings. And then I just want to share with you guys one of my favorite quotes. Self-care is giving the world the best of you instead of what's left of you. And, you know, ladies, I've said it over and over, and I'll continue to say it over and over again. As women, we are just wired to take care of other people, right? Whether it's our friends, our family, our community, our work, whatever it is, we are wired to take care of others. And we need to make sure that we're taking care of ourselves in order to be the best version of ourselves that we can take care of other people. So I really encourage you to make that time for self-care. It's not selfish, it's self-care, and keep that in mind. I encourage you guys to block that out in your schedule. Literally write it. If you're hardcore like I am with a paper calendar day timer, or if you put something on your phone, I am a believer that if you don't schedule it, it doesn't happen. So schedule it in, whether that is, you know, time for a good long soak if you're a mom and you just need to hide from the family for a bit. I see you and I hear you. You know, if you're somebody that loves a good manicure, you know, make time for that, but really invest in that self-care for yourselves. It's really important. And then once again, I always want to remind you guys to use your oils. That's why you bought them. There's no sense in having them if you're not using them. Share your oils. You guys are, you know, you're 5 weeks in. If you're new, if you're a pro oiler, you should be sharing those oils with people. You know, share them and teach people how to use them. You know, share the amazing experiences you're having. You know, you may be thinking that you're new or that you're not confident, you know, you don't know enough. I guarantee you, if you've used peppermint for head tension, or if you know, try one of these skin serums or skin products, you know enough to tell somebody else. You know, if you love grapefruit in your water and you know that it has awesome, you know, detoxification properties, you love lemon in your water because it's cleansing, you know enough that you can share and really help other people to learn about these amazing oils. So I really encourage you guys to always do that and always be sharing those oils, because it's so important. So I'm going to pause here for a second. I'm going to take a look at the chat and see if we have anything, any other questions in the chat. All right, so Victoria was looking for a more even skin tone. Yeah, lots of permanent redness. Okay, good. So we covered that. I'm glad we covered that. More confidence in your skin. Jess, you are beautiful and your skin is amazing. So there's your confidence. Know that as you head out into the world. More friendly products, Dan, yeah, totally. Like all natural products, so important. And Judy has Judy, you have no sound. She can only see me. She can't hear me, I think. Oh dear, that would make a long night, wouldn't it? And then, Jess said, I love the Virage moisturizer. Yeah, it's so good. Oh, okay, Judy, you have sound now. Awesome. Okay, good. Awesome. Excellent. All right. Any other questions that I can answer for anybody? Anything I can clarify? Margie, go ahead.
Yeah, I was wondering, like something like the Immortelle that's in a roller ball.
Yep.
How do you incorporate that into your skincare? Like, how are you adding it to, say, a moisturizer, or am I just putting it on my face directly? Or
Yep. Yep. You would just roll it on directly. So your choice. I think everybody is different based on, their personal, like how sensitive their skin is and things like that. But I always recommend use a really good cleanser, tone your skin. I'm learning that toner is really important to prep our skin for the products that we're using. So use a good toner, and then you can either go with the roller first. So if I'm using a serum, I will use the serum first or a roller first, and then I follow up with a light moisturizer.
okay. I know I've been using a blend like frankincense and lavender, and I'm trying to think, there was one other for my psoriasis patches, and I've really noticed a difference, like in it hasn't completely gone away, but it's much more calmed, the redness and the flaky like build up and that kind of thing. So
That's
it's really
awesome.
helping with the skincare.
That's so
And
good.
I've been I've been talking to lots of people, mostly family, because that's who I see regularly. But on the weekend, my niece got a hornet sting, and I didn't have my lavender with me. I was at my sister's place, but I remembered that my sister said that a friend of hers had given her a roller that had lavender, and she didn't know if it had anything else in it, but it was for soothing and for she loves lavender. So I said, get that roller and put it on the bee sting.
That's
And
awesome.
they had already been icing it, and she kept staying. It's still burning. It's still burning. And within like 10 minutes of having the lavender oil on it, she's like, it feels completely fine now.
That's
So I
awesome.
was just like so excited. I'm like, it works, it works.
So good. That's so good. That's an awesome testimonial. I love it. Love it. That's so good. So good. Any other questions? Anything I can answer for anybody this week?
Rosacea, do you have anything? I missed most of what trying to get sound.
Yeah.
Finally got it. Rosacea flares up. My sister has it, and so do I.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering, do
Yeah,
you have any?
rosacea typically caused by inflammation, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe it's related to my arthritis, which again is all in, everything that happens. It's like, yeah, it's your arthritis. Like, okay. So yes, it is.
Yeah. So I would say for anything that's related to inflammation, so redness, yarrow palm, frankincense,
Yeah.
and then helichrysum, which helichrysum is a little bit on the pricier end. We talked about it last week.
Yes.
I would definitely start with, you've got frankincense in that kit that you got, Judy.
Yes, I
So
do.
I would use
And I
that.
use it. I use it every day.
Oh, good. Good.
Yeah.
Are you seeing any difference? Are you feeling any difference?
I think it's just clear. Like my skin's usually not bad to start with. And I don't wear makeup. I couldn't be bothered. Just lazy, I guess. But what was I gonna say? I use coconut oil and shea butter, and I just make my own mix, and then I put
Nice.
whatever I want in it. And so now I put a bit of frankincense in and the lavender. So I think it has even made it just, nicer. But with the masks, I find the rosacea is setting off a bit, of course, because you're hot, right? With the mask on.
Yeah, it is. The masks are giving the hard part with the masks is the moisture and the heat.
Yep.
And so if we're using like a heavy moisturizer or anything or like foundation, like you said, you're not wearing makeup, which is great. I think that's really, it's clogging those pores and it's really setting it off. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, that was all. Just wondered if there's anything different. It doesn't flare up too often, but
yeah, the
sometimes.
lavender is another good choice. Like I'm glad to hear that you're using it because it's so soothing and calming to the skin. So lavender is another really great choice. And if
And
you
I
are
did look-
finding, if anybody's finding that they're having any really serious issues with the masks, I would definitely try Correctex. That is the how do I describe Correctex? I don't know why I'm blanking here on Correctex, but Correctex.
It's a little tube.
It's the little tube. Yeah, it's the little tube. It looks like an antibiotic tube, but it is like it creates a barrier. So it's a first aid ointment that you can place on, and it really creates a beautiful barrier to help protect. So if you have like specific spots or issues that are coming up related to the mask, that might be a good one to try.
Okay.
Awesome.
And I did look on the American site for one of the ladies was talking about last week. There was 3 oils.
Oh yeah, the Helichrysum Balance
Yeah.
and Serenity in the little kit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because I was going to, do you have to join the loyalty club?
You don't have to. No, it's not mandatory to be in
No,
the
but I mean,
loyalty.
to be part of it, you have to join in to be part of it, correct?
Oh yeah, so for loyalty rewards, if you're interested in starting a loyalty rewards order,
Yeah, may as well.
when you go to purchase, it will ask you if you want to place a one-time order or a loyalty order. So you can just choose and select loyalty if you want. And then when you do a loyalty order, you begin to earn points back towards free product, and you get your shipping back in points, which is kind of the nice bonus.
Okay, because I will when I get back home. So I'm camping right now, which obviously I'm glamping because I'm not in the middle of the
I totally forgot you said you were camping.
That's why there's like darkness. See, it's dark. Yeah.
Love it.
So that's why we were having trouble, because I tried on my phone and then I didn't do
I'm
it.
so glad you made time for us while you're glamping.
Yeah, I thought, it's not interior. We'll do that in October, but right now it's just glamping in Huntsville, so we're all good.
Love it.
But I'm interested in everything, and it's nice seeing familiar faces too now. I see everybody all the time, so that's fun.
Good. It's good. Danny, how's Vancouver today? It's good? No, you're on mute.
How about
There you
now?
are.
Yay. Yeah, it's beautiful here today. Hi. Hi, ladies. Yeah.
I'm just
having a few days off, so it's exciting. Yeah, it's nice.
Nice. That's awesome. That's
Gardening,
awesome.
all that. Placed an order yesterday to get. I was hoping I'd still get the harvest spice in, so I got a few bottles of that and some other things.
Yummy.
Yeah.
It's a good one. You'll like it. It's yummy.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah,
Good.
it's like doTERRA's version of pumpkin spice.
So,
everybody wants a pumpkin spice latte, but I just want harvest spice oil.
Oh yeah, that sounds great. That sounds great.
Awesome. All right, ladies, I'm going to take a picture. We just turned off her video, so she's out of the photo. I don't know, Jess, if you can hear me. You want to come back for the photo? Oh, there she is. She's back. All right, smile. All right, ladies. Well, thank you so much. I'm so glad you guys joined. I hope this was good for everybody. And if there's anything that you guys need, you know how to get a hold of me and reach out to me. But have an awesome day. Have an awesome week. And I'll see you guys all here next week.
Okay.
Awesome.
Have a good week.
Thanks, you too. Take care, everybody.
Bye,
Thank you.
everyone.
Bye.